Well, tonight, Riverside County is eyeing the possibility of advancing to the red tier of reopening tomorrow as key coronavirus metrics continue to remain below state thresholds. We bring you live team coverage tonight. News Channel 3's Tom Tucker is standing by with a look at how business owners in Old Town La Quinta are hoping for these eased restrictions. And Jake Ingracia leads us off with more on Riverside County's status on the state's reopening plan. Jake.
Karen, good evening. And Riverside County is currently in the most restrictive purple tier on the state's reopening plan. But I just spoke with county officials who tell us that because the county's coronavirus numbers continue to steadily decline, they could be looking at moving into the red tier of reopening as soon as tomorrow. Now, that announcement would come officially tomorrow from the state. They evaluate counties' reopening status every week on Tuesdays to determine whether the criteria has been met to move through the four color-coded tiers. But those two key metrics, new cases and positivity rate, have been below state requirements for the last 2 weeks. And the county is optimistic that we could change from purple to red, and that announcement could come as soon as tomorrow. For businesses, that means that indoor dining can reopen at restaurants at a decreased capacity. Also, nail salons, movie theaters, malls, and places of worship can reopen their indoor operations too, with fewer people than normal.
I think it tells us that things are getting better in some ways. The virus is still out there, no doubt about that. The one thing is that we believe people have been taking our messaging to heart. They've been wearing the mask, they've been social distancing, they've been staying home when they can. That's fantastic.
Now, the county says they don't expect this to be a big change for schools. Once we reach this new phase, Riverside County will have to stay there in the red tier, holding its coronavirus numbers steady for at least 2 weeks before schools can reopen in-person learning without requesting a waiver. And the county says tonight that this is all thanks to the hard work of Riverside County residents, keeping their mask on, keeping social distance, and staying at home whenever they can. But they are still concerned about a possible surge from Labor Day. They do not want anyone to think that this means we are out of the woods. Of course, being in that red tier does mean there's substantial coronavirus in the community. We're live in downtown Palm Springs tonight. Jake Ingracia, News Channel 3.